Dorado, why don't we start with you? Tell us
Yeah.
a little bit about Edna Martin, and in particular, historically and then into the future, what are the workforce development and job needs that you see in your community, and what are the problems that we're trying to eradicate?
Sure. Sure. Well, first off, again, we're very thankful to have been a longstanding full-service community center serving the Near East Side of Indianapolis, and Martindale Brightwood in particular, toward comprehensive strategies that are purposefully designed to empower and enhance the skill sets and development of families in the area, to make sure that our community is one that can positively transform into a thriving center where kids can be educated, where individuals can work, play, worship, and have all the needs that we all desire. I think one of the pieces that we're particularly excited about, even though we've been this agency serving this community for 80 years, is that we've continually innovated in ways to make sure that we were adapting our programs and services in a way that does meet continuing needs as we're starting to see our community trend positively and develop. We have worked in partnership with Shepherd Community Center toward common workforce development strategies that are, again, very purposefully designed to enhance individual skill sets to help make them more competitive and more ready to be prepared to take advantage of the innovative living wage development opportunities that are continuing to grow. Being able to do that at the time of a tremendous challenge for our entire country, certainly our community in particular, as we deal with a pandemic, continuing crises that are pervasive to urban environments, has been a privilege, again, for us to be able to serve and see some very demonstrable outcomes. So with particular regard to what we're collaborating on now, it is basically affirmation and greater strengthened connection of our workforce development arms to provide the enhanced coaching and collaborative skill development services, but do it in a way that also affords individuals, targeted individuals, additional resources, barrier removal resources and supports that'll help continue to afford a certain level of sustainability and greater focus and attention to the skill development work that we do collaboratively to help accelerate their ability to matriculate into high wage jobs. Being able to do that with a partner like Shepherd Community Center, who we share very common goals and objectives, is one that not only do we believe will yield tremendous benefit for the broader community, but also reflects how organizations such as ours have learned how to innovate and collaborate in ways that knock down silos to ensure that we are serving as much of the community as possible. So we're just certainly blessed and excited and thrilled to be able to strengthen our workforce development options in a way that does meet a very critical need, and to do so with a faith-based partner that we have been able to work with for years now. So it's just an awesome opportunity for us.
Well, that's great, Dorado. Well, let's play off that, Jay. Following on what Dorado just shared, which both of you and your organizations as a mission share, what have you seen on the streets with the availability of jobs and folks either in or not in getting any job? Let's start with the A's of ABC. What do you see going on there?
Well, we're in an interesting situation where folks can get a job, but if they do not have the skills, if they don't have the assets necessary to keep the job, we continue this cycle that at times spirals down and makes things worse. And so, I was talking to somebody who they're on their third job in the last couple of months because they keep getting bonuses. And so they sign up to get the bonus and work a couple weeks, and then they go do the other one, because we've warped ourselves in how we're going to fill these roles that people need filled. I think a deep value that both Edna Martin under the leadership of Dorado and Shepherd have together, what we share is this idea that We don't want to help someone find a job. We want to help them keep a job. And we want to grow capacity to reduce dependency. We want that in 2 years from now, they may not need help from our food pantry. We want them to have acquired the skills necessary to thrive at employment and maybe to move along with that state idea of a job, ABC, a job, a better job career, and helping them continue to move along that continuum. I think it's this partnership. Mario Marino in the book Leap of Reason has said, the great organizations are those that tackle issues bigger than themselves and partner with others to accomplish it. This is bigger than Shepherd Community, it's bigger than Edna Martin, but together we create a force that allows us to build partnerships both with employers as with in trade, training, and say, let's come together. And that's why our Citizen Seven's playing a role. Let's all say, here's our seat at the table, and this is what we bring to offer. And because of that, our neighbors will win. In the 03, 01, and 18 zip codes, you're going to see folks moving along, and we're going to be able to celebrate this for years to come because we were able to remove the barriers and give the assets and build the assets in capacity of our neighbors so that they can reduce their dependency on others and provide for themselves.
Beautiful. You know, as you alluded, Jay, this is not just about the money. And Verado, you described other things. Well, let's get down a level deeper to help folks understand, yeah, we got the money, but who are your boots on the ground going door to door? And then secondly, once guys enter into this loan arrangement with the money that we're raising, what kind of support, either be through support group meetings periodically or other kinds of support will they have? Because it's a lot more than just the money. So let's play off each other and talk about boots on the ground and support to get these folks moving forward in a positive fashion.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I can start. I think you know what we certainly want to convey is that you have two very well established, a long time organizations that have pretty demonstrable track records of being able to help serve individuals in ways that do translate to career type opportunities. In terms of boots on the ground, we also do pride ourselves in having approaches that are very well rooted in the overall resident-led and community quality of life plans. We're not just doing things in isolation. A lot of our collective efforts are based on our understanding of community itself and trying to gain a certain level of entire stakeholder resident level participation. So likewise, we're able to utilize those collective resources to make sure that individuals in our communities recognize and understand that these are opportunities that are readily available at no cost to them to ensure that they are being able to take advantage of services and ultimately contribute back to the community in a positive manner. I think one of the other things we want to make sure that we convey is the level of investment that we're certainly appreciative of that we could start to translate into direct service for individuals is based on the fact that we have every confidence in the assets that are the residents that we seek to serve. Our job is to provide that conduit and that accessibility to the supports, whether it's workforce development, whether it's skill development, whether it's access to some of the prospective employers that are searching for quality talent. Being that conduit is one thing, but it starts with recognizing that there is tremendous assets in terms of the residents and the individuals that we seek to serve. And so because of that, we also have confidence that the loans and the investments that are being made that can go toward various barrier busting pieces, whether it is access to transportation, whether it's childcare subsidies, whether it's other workforce development needs, whether it's technology, right? These are going to be meaningful investments that, again, accelerate their abilities to gain sustainable opportunities to where they're not only going to be able to thrive, but our expectation is that they give back in turn, because we're all about community and empowering the community as a whole. So I would say, again, recognizing to Jay's point, that we're very thankful to be able to work together as two organizations with similar missions, but a lot of it is rooted in our ability to tap into and invest in the collective assets, whether it's the residents we serve, whether it's our track record of access to employers, and the long-term wraparound supports that we've been able to demonstrate and provide, that we have every confidence that this initiative will meet the needs and justify the investment and the support that's being made.
Yeah,
Right on it, Jay.
Yeah, just to add to what Barato, and I want to clarify, this isn't another program. Our community doesn't need another program. Our neighbors don't need another program. But in relationship, we can build the capacity of our neighbors to reduce dependency. It all starts in this beginning idea of relationship. And as you heard, Barato, Edna Martin's been around 80 years. Barato hasn't been around the whole time. But they are an icon in Martindale Brightwood. Folks trust them. And that equity, Shepherd has been around 36 years. That equity to our neighbors says, we want to be in relationship because it's about loving your neighbor, right? And when asked, who's my neighbor? Christ did not define it by address. He defined it by what it is to be a neighbor. And so this is about loving our neighbors, not power over, but it's really coming alongside and saying, we want to help you help yourself. And so it's a really, at the end of the day, it's about a relationship, because our neighbors can tell you what needs to happen. They've got a good plan in most cases. Many times they have barriers that keep them from doing it. And so we come alongside and say, we'll help you remove those barriers. And here's how. You could take a loan out, and then by you keeping your job, you pay that loan back to us. That's one that shows respect. That shows that we're not just giving you a handout, and it's not even a hand up. It's really a hand alongside.
Yeah.
That says, I'm going to journey with you. And I think that's what's so exciting about this. We're going to be able to love our neighbors together.